Progress.
Yeah,
Okay,
I took a couple.
so open notes, yeah.
They're no good.
I'm excited.
Where's Maxwell?
Dude, I'm excited.
He's in Houston.
Yeah, I bet you can. I bet you
Okay.
can. Yes, you can. I bet you can.
Okay, you guys,
Yeah.
listen up.
Yes.
I'm gonna go, here's the exam. I'm holding it right here. Alright, this is what you guys are gonna be taking. Okay? I'm gonna go through every question and do an example that's like the one you're gonna see on the exam. Okay? It's not gonna
Pass
be
it
exactly that question, but it's gonna be similar.
In order?
In order. Okay? Alright? The shortest way to go would be like this. Okay? Alright?
It's okay for, yeah, it's okay to do it the wrong way.
It's not wrong, man.
No, he
Okay?
said the long way.
The long way.
Not the long way, the wrong way. It's like you're doing the opposite. You said you get 5 and 10. Yeah. How do you do 2 and 10?
Then you'd have to split up the 10.
If you did 2 and 10,
You'd have to split up the
you'd have to split up the 10
To 5.
into 5 and 2.
The hat will come off.
And then these 2 just become 2. Alright? Okay,
That's really
there's another one. Alright? Okay, you'll see something like this up there. Can anyone tell me where to go with this one?
When you split up X cubed.
You can split it up into this. Okay?
And then X squared is
What's the square root of x squared?
X.
Got it?
That equals X squared.
If we skip like this step right here,
You can skip this step, okay? That's fine. You can skip this step. You can go straight from here to there.
Do you know the equals?
Alright?
Squared.
What if I give you something like this? Sorry, here you go. Just like this.
I think that's how you do it.
Okay, what can you do with something like this?
4x.
What's the property here that we use?
You can split it up, right?
Okay, remember, when you see, this is a product, right? This is 16 times x squared. You can split this up so that they each have their own radical. The square root of 16, what's that?
4.
Okay, and then the square root of x squared?
X.
Alright, that's your final answer.
Watch your
you got
X.
the dub.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah, they show that thing. Explain it.
The middle
Um,
step, like I got
If you can, show as many steps as you can, alright? I would encourage that. Alright, what if you get something like this? Okay, for these, there's a couple different paths you can take. The simplest one is what?
You put it under the same radical.
Put it under the same radical. Okay?
Then you evaluate 18.
What's 18 divided by 2?
6.
Wow.
18 divided by 2?
8, my bad.
18 divided by 2?
9.
9.
9.
9. No.
Okay?
9.
And what's the square root of 9?
3.
Alright, a lot of you guys before would leave it as this. Don't forget. Alright? Don't forget.
Not JJ.
3 plus and minus. Alright? Because it can be negative 3 and positive 3, right?
You have to write plus and minus.
Yes. If you get down to something like this, and you write just 3, I'm going to take a half a point off. Because isn't it true that negative 3 times negative 3 is 9?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Alright?
Please.
You need that plus and minus there. You guys all hear me on that one?
Yeah.
Tamara?
Yeah.
Okay?
Wait, only on radicals, right? They only occur on radicals for plus and minus.
If you end up getting something like this, solve for x. X is equal to plus and minus 2.
Dos.
Okay?
You didn't want to do that.
Okay.
Right? Some number squared is 4, right? 2 times 2 is 4, so it could be 2. It could also be negative 2, because negative 2 times negative 2 is also 4.
It's positive.
What is it?
Alright, what else do we have here? Okay, I could give you something like this.
Good.
Can you cancel the sevens?
What do you guys think? Bennett, what do you think?
Is that
You cancel it.
Mac Diesel says you can cancel these
What do you
sevens.
say?
Okay.
Why are you coming up with these?
Adios.
Diesel?
It's
Bennett.
a gas.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah?
Diesel.
Okay, he's right.
Oh, I thought you said
Okay,
diesel.
Chris Piet, what if instead of this, it was this? Then could you cancel those sevens still? No, you cannot. Alright? Very important. This is multiplication, yeah, you can cancel these sevens.
5 is.
Alright? So this would just be root 5. If you ever get to something like root 5, that the square root of it is actually a decimal, leave it
Just
as root
stop.
5.
Just stop.
Alright? But if you get root 4, then you better put plus and minus 2.
Plus.
Okay, so plus 2.
Plus and minus 2.
So wait, you only leave it as like root 5 when it has no.
What's the square root of 5? If the square root is some decimal,
Oh.
I want you to leave it in radical notation. Okay?
JJ, you're on the basketball.
Alright, let's see
You are?
here.
I'm not. Why? What?
What is this, number 8?
7.
Number 7?
Let's get cracking.
Get what?
Cracking.
Sick.
Could you cancel the 5 with probably not?
Okay, let's look at this. No, you can't, you're not you can combine them. Okay, remember, really important that you're not, what does this mean right here? What does this mean? This means that, see, I put the dot here. I could easily have put in a dot here and here too. Just because of the way that we write things, alright, in general, we don't show those, alright? So this is actually 6 times 2, which is 12, times root 5 times root 5. Alright? And you should know by now that anytime you see something like this, alright, the hat comes off. Okay, what's 12 times 5?
60.
Who says?
Alright? 60 over 60 is 1. Any questions here? Alright, are you guys okay with this whole root 4 times root 4 equals 4? Why is that? Okay, what's the square root of 4? 2, 2, okay, 4. And remember, plus and minus is here, so. And that works for any of these. Alright. What do you do here?
Chill.
JJ.
Wouldn't you add like the 3 and the 4?
Okay, you add the 3 and the 4. Common base. Alright, 6 is the common base. Okay. Exponent is 3 and 4. You add the exponents, and that's what you end with. Okay? What if I give you something like this? Bennett,
Yeah.
what if I give you something like this?
1/x squared.
Hold on. You're right, this is 1 over x squared, but here, I didn't write out 6 times 6 times 6 times, and then 6. We came up with a formula that JJ said you add these. Is there a similar formula we came up with for something like this? Does anyone else remember? Eli. You multiply these two. Okay? Multiply the exponents. Okay? What if I give you that?
Like that.
Can you make it 3 squared times x squared?
Okay, so now that we've learned the product property, okay, 3 squared times x squared, right? I want you to take this farther and make it that, okay?
Does anybody have an eraser I can use?
Here you go, JJ.
All right, remember, the other way we used to do these was like this, all right? And it'll get you to the same answer, okay? All right.
Can't you cancel them out?
Cancel it out.
Or, I mean, don't they just get rid of each other?
Okay, so is there a common base?
Yeah, but it's a -4. But still just get rid of each other.
You're right, there's a common base. This is essentially saying this. Right? That's what that's essentially saying. Okay? So what's this gonna become, Avery?
-8.
What did JJ do right here? Same situation, right?
He added them.
You add the exponents. What's 4
Zero.
plus -4?
0.
What's anything to the 0?
1.
Okay?
That's 1. Yeah, but inside it, can it be the x? Because what you do 4 minus 4 just leaves zeros. I don't understand that. Wait, if they're still in the parentheses and it's always a 0, it would be 1.
No matter what's in the parentheses. If I give you this,
Holy.
1.
it's 1.
Just one, JJ.
Alright? else do we have here? Okay. Alright, these are putting the properties together. I haven't given you one with division yet, have I? That's okay. What do you do on top?
Just 8/5, add the.
Not 8/5, man. 8 to the 5th power. Okay, 8/5 is this. That's 8/5.
Alright.
You guys are gonna be perfect in the way that you articulate. Okay, and then on the bottom you've got 8 to the 4th. Okay, what do you do when you have a common base raised to an exponent? Alright, you
Subtract.
Subtract. Would it be 8 to the first?
8 to the 1st. Okay?
Do you have to put the 1?
You don't have to put the 1. If you just put 8, I give you credit.
There's an easier way. Even though it's really long, it just makes it a lot easier and less complicated. You can write 8 times 8 times 8 on both sides and you just cancel all of them. It's just a lot easier.
See, to me, that's not easier. To me, this is easier. Add the exponents, subtract the exponents.
Good point. I like that.
Alright? If you want to write out all these 8s, 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8, and then 8 times 8 times, go ahead. Alright, by all means. But we're doing this for a reason, because when you get into higher math, this stuff is going to really save you a lot of time. Okay, just I think you guys are fine with. Do you need another example like this? All right, if I gave you something like that. It would definitely be 19. Okay, 17 minus -2 is 19. Go ahead. Which one do you need? I can write it back up again quickly.
13.
13?
The 10.
The one that I just did? The 10 to the... Alright. Okay, so that was all simplified, okay? There wasn't any solving. Now we're going to move to combining like terms. Okay. What do I do here? Jamara,
Yeah.
what's the left side going to become? 8x plus x.
AX squared.
No,
Can you do that?
no, 8x times x would be 8x squared. Because x times x is x squared.
All I see.
Hold on. Jamara, what's 8 apples plus 1 apple?
9.
Oh, 9.
9 apples, right? Okay, same basic idea here. So what is this going to become?
9.
Alright. And then we have a 2x here plus 7. Now what? Hold on, now what, Jamara? Hold on. Now Jamara will do this one.
Oh, wait, what?
Okay, now where do we go with this?
On the other side. Would it become 10x?
Where do you get 10 from?
I mean, not 10, 9x. On the other side. Wait, I'm confused.
Okay, someone else, Mac.
Subtract 7 from both sides.
No, subtract.
You could do that. Subtract 2x. Okay? That gets rid of it there. What's 9x minus 2x, Tamara?
What? Sorry.
What's 9x minus 2x?
Oh, 7.
Okay? So now we've got this. Can you go from there, Jamara?
Yeah. Can't you just subtract the 7 from the side?
Actually,
No? I mean, you can. If I subtracted 7, I'd get this. 7x minus 7. That doesn't help us solve it, right? This is saying, what is this saying, Jamara? 7 times some number is equal to 7. 7 times some number.
You can divide.
Right, but just think of it in your head anyway. 7 times what is 7?
1.
It's gotta be 1. Okay, but using algebra, yeah, divide both sides. Okay?
But you can do that.
Okay, here's another one that involves more negatives. Because the UIB comes up to me after school and was like, hey, Ollie, do you think you could put more negatives in your questions? I was like, no, I guess I could. So here's one for you. Bennett, start me off.
You could subtract 2x from both sides. Or
If I subtracted 2x here, what's negative 2x minus 2x? This would become negative 4x. Then you'd just be making the problem bigger, and then I'd have a negative 2x on this side. Let's combine like terms, all right?
that's what I was gonna say.
Okay. So where would you do that?
So the 8x negative 12x plus 2x.
Okay, what's 8 minus 12? Or if you want, let's do 8 plus 2. Okay, 8 plus 2, that's 10 minus 12
negative 2x equals 2x.
equals 2x?
Negative 2x.
Equals negative 2x.
That's ARN, right?
What is this?
ARN. I think.
Yep. Bennett, what does that mean?
No matter what you add to it, it will always equal.
Not add to it. Not add to it. No matter what I put in for x, I'll say, hey Bennett, let's say x is 4. Okay, then you're, okay, Ollie, let me try plugging in 4 into this equation. You plug in 4.
Can that be zeros?
Is this going to be a true statement? Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8 equals negative 8. It's true.
What would zero?
Then it's like, oh wait, Ollie, actually, if you plug in negative 3, it's not going to be true. I'm like, I don't know, Bennett. I think it's still going to be true. So he's like, let me try it. So he plugs in negative 3, and he gets 6 equals 6. You see?
Yeah.
No matter what you plug in here, this will always be true. Good, man. I just want to reinforce it into your brain so that it's like tattooed in there, imprinted in there. Was there any other questions about something like this?
Is the quiz double-sided?
Yes, ma'am.
Double-sided, yeah. Okay, we're doing good on time. Okay. What number are we on?
16.
Can you cancel these sixes, Chris?
No, because it's
No. You can't. Right. Exactly. What can you do though in a situation like this? Iris, what can you do in a situation like this?
Could you switch like 2
These two?
Yeah, no.
You could, but that wouldn't really get us farther.
Isn't like two of them like you like two one times like
Yeah, you're right. Remember this? How do you get from 3 and 2 to 6? Okay? So I can just rearrange it to be this, right? Let's just say these are all in parentheses, okay?
Wait, but so, could you, well, will this work too if you did 6 times 10, which equals 60, and then you could do 8x plus 6 equals 60?
That's what you do. Okay?
So 7.
Alright? Multiply the 6 and the 10. Alright? This up here, maybe it'll help you guys if I write A's and B's and C's, alright? So if I have something like this.
Well, first of all, there's nothing that can,
Yeah.
and you can't divide that. You can't divide 8
I better
by,
swear this.
you can't divide 8.
It's 7.
Okay, you shouldn't be dividing first.
No, 7 times 8 is 56.
You shouldn't be dividing first.
What?
Right now, what do you need to
No,
do?
no, I'm subtracting 6, which would be 54. And 8 times 7 is 56, so you did that wrong.
I didn't do anything wrong. Don't be scared if you end up with something that turns into a weird fraction, okay? Be confident in the process. If you want, leave it like this. Alright? And that's fine. Alright? You guys gotta get used to things not turning out perfectly into a whole number.
So,
And you can actually simplify that as well, right?
what we can?
You can reduce it. Divide them, they're both even numbers. You can divide them in half and then divide them in half again.
So that's fine though.
Yeah,
JJ,
it's fine.
JJ, how are you gonna erase?
You don't talk, dude. Hate him, dude. I really hate him. Oh, no.
Okay, Chige, let me get you over here, man.
What do I do?
Nothing, I just want to kind of even it out. You left to the bathroom, it was nice and quiet, and then you came back, and all of a sudden
Oh,
there's some chatter going on. So,
I'm erasing something on this.
okay, somebody start me out here. Jamora, start me out here.
Sorry, what?
Start me out here. Where do we start?
With distributing
Okay, what do we distribute?
1. There is like a imaginary
Yeah, positive or negative?
number.
Negative. Okay, there's a -1 right here. All right. So we're gonna distribute that. And what do you get?
Is that a B or a 6?
6.
You get
6 minus 4. What's -1 times x?
negative x. 1.
Okay.
Ow.
Yeah.
Combine the like terms, you do 6 minus 4, which is negative, which is 2.
Okay, Jamara, you hear what Chris said? He said combine like terms. Where are... Okay, as soon as you're ready, man. Right over here. Combine our like terms. Which are our like terms?
4 and 4.
6.
6 and 4.
Okay, so what's 6 minus 4?
2. Dos. I'm a natural.
Okay, now what?
Then you would add 2 on each side.
Add 2?
I mean, subtract 2.
Okay, 2 minus 2. And you get negative x equals what?
2.
Okay, what's positive x equal to? If negative x equals 2, what's positive x equal to?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. Alright?
Lose.
If you leave it as negative x, half a point.
Okay, it's advisory.
The break's too hard. The first 15 is with your advisory, and the second 15 is free.
Oh, Lord.
There's like what?
So it's a half hour long, your break. The first 15 you just have to report to advisory.
Wait,
We don't do anything.
so we have a 15-minute like free advisory.
Chris, she said.
It's structured and then it's free. So
Chris,
your
or
advisor,
you can just look on the skin.
and then it's free. Wow.
Jesus. Are you not comprehending that?
Okay, it's a change we found out this morning.
One candle.
Is there 12 more of these?
No, I'm not going through every single one just because, like, there's a lot that are redundant.
Are you gonna do the ones that are like, just like kind of like the
After this, I'm gonna do fractions.
No, is that 4?
We're almost
Yeah,
at
this is a
break.
4 right here.
In a minute, we're at break.
We don't have break though.
No,
Oh.
we're going until 10 o'clock.
Oh, Lord. Oh, that's like a year.
It's kind of cool.
BB.
Like, we'll just like show it.
Alright, let's do this one. Okay, I'll go through it quickly. Distribute this negative again. Okay, so you got 8x plus 10 minus 4x plus 2 equals 20. Alright, plus 10 plus 2, that's 12. And then I'm going to subtract it from this side. And I'm going to do all this in one step. 8x minus 4x, that's 4x. Okay, 20 minus 12 is 12. Sorry, 20 minus 12 is 8.
What happened to the 10?
10 plus 2 is 12, so you'd have a 12 on this side, and then 20 minus 12 would give you 8.
What you gonna do about
Okay.
that? Huh?
But the equal sign is. Where's the equal sign?
Right here. Okay, this
Where is it
becomes
in that?
In what?
In that. No.
right here. Yes.
But when the 12 be on the other side then? Or are you combining with your.
Yeah, look, 8x minus 4x, 10. This becomes plus 12 equals 20. If you minus 12
Alright,
from
I
both
got it, I
sides,
got it.
that gives you that 8. Everyone else with me? You guys with me? Okay, and then how do you solve this? How do you solve this right here?
You would divide.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What do you do here?
Would you?
Because 4 times some number is 8.
4 times 2.
2, okay? And if you want to use formal algebra, alright? That's where you get. My God. Alright, let's do some fractions.
Ollie.
Jay. Fractions.
I'm gonna find
This
out it's
doesn't
not
work,
exactly like the one I'm gonna give you on the test, but you guys might just get lucky.
I broke it.
Mr. Colin.
Okay.
Wait, what was the answer to the last
So
one?
your physics, your track, I can fix it.
What number is
What was the
it?
answer to the
I'm
last
not sure. Where are we right now?
19. Avery, tell me what the answer to the
You.
last one was. Oh, I got it.
One.
Okay, how do you start out here?
Distribute
Distribute. What's 1/3 times 2x? It's
1/3 2x.
2x over 3. And then 1/3 times 1/2 is 1/6. Alright? Subtract a 6 from both sides.
Slow down a little. What is
Bring it down here.
you made it the same.
Common denominator. Alright, there's going to be one where you're going to have to find a common denominator. 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay?
Can you simplify the 3, 6 so you can go back to the same denominator?
If you want.
Now
I'm
with
going to write this like this. Alright? 2/3. So we're going to divide by 2/3 on both sides. So that we can get x by itself. Divided by 2/3. Reciprocate and multiply.
yeah, JJ.
You can. You can definitely. I won't mark you off for not simplifying. Okay, these will be the most labor intensive. What does that mean, labor intensive? It means you have to do a lot of work.
These ones?
That's me right there.
Fractions, alright?
Well, that's what my whole fractions page.
Okay, after this it's factoring. Do we need to do one more like this or can we go straight to factoring?
One more of these.
And I want to give you guys I want to give you guys a 5-minute break before we start the exam.
Fine, break.
Okay?
I don't want more of these.
Uno
How many
more?
of these will be?
Who wants one more like this?
I don't care.
Can you see me over here?
What about you guys? Iris and Jamar, would you rather move to factoring? Alright, I think we should just move to factoring.
What?
I want to give you guys some more time.
Is that gonna be the one the hardest?
That's a pretty hard one, yeah.
Alright, cool.
There's 3 of them on there.
So, and
There's 3 of them.
they're pretty similar.
Yes.
9, 12.
What is this, 20?
20.
Alright,
This is our last one.
we'll do a couple of these.
I highly have room for like one more.
Are you on the last page of your book?
No.
Alright. Okay. What can you factor out of this?
2.
Right. 2.
Right. And what are you left with?
4x plus 1.
Correct. Okay, what about something like this? To solve, okay, not just factoring, but to solve. Alright, if you see something like this, my advice is factor the top first. And then see where that takes you.
2.
Okay, you can factor 2 out of that, and that's going to give you 7x minus 3. Alright? And this is that, so you can cancel that.
And we had this problem earlier.
2 equals x plus 1. Alright, x equals 1.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay?
Alright.
Let's see, one more.
There was one on the quiz. This one that was really
Here, one like this, with 2 different variables. Okay? You're gonna see one like this on there.
Plus 5.
Okay, you can factor out a 5 here. And you're left with this. And remember, how can you check your answer? Bennett, how do you check your answer? Okay, if you get here and you're like, I'm not sure if that's right, how do you check it? What are we essentially doing here? This is
It's x.
you do the distributive property.
Which is 10x over there.
Okay,
Is 2,
so
one,
it-
2 equals 0.